Earnest also means showing depth and sincerity of feeling. Check. You know, having spent many days with him over email and phone on so many manifold and sundry matters regarding all sorts of things professional and personal. And you know, when you're in the money business with people, you get personal. I can tell you that he is, you know, deep in his words and in his actions and very sincere for the people in his life and in all his work. So I know I speak for the entire J.K. Living team and all the people who work, you know, to make kids' lives better, that we are all honored to stand by this earnest man's side as he always leads by example, never ever turning down an invitation to get on a plane and to do a meet and greet with whomever is willing to help our foundation. Earnest is also a noun, which means seriously important, demanding, or receiving serious attention. Check that too. You don't have to take my word for it. Ask any of the directors or producers on any of his films or any of the creative people at any of the advertising agencies he works with. He demands the best from himself and he brings out the best in others. And when he shows up to do a workout or talk for one of our schools, that's what we do. We do nutrition mostly and fitness. He pushes himself. And because of that the kids that we work with push themselves too. Last week I did a short talk on courage. We always have a monthly theme, and February is courage. And investments to some of our kids at a Nemo charter school. And most of these kids are shy, introverted. They don't see many guys like me coming to their schools wearing suits unless they're detectives. So I did my talk, I took some questions, and at the end of the visit, we all stood in our gratitude circle. I've heard that word a lot tonight. And this particular day, I think it was last Wednesday, Thursday, it was raining. And we had to go inside, and I don't know why, but as we stood up, I made them hold hands with me, like we were at a Louisiana or Texas vacation Bible school retreat. And all the kids kind of like, man, I'm holding this guy's hand. But we stood in that circle, and we all said one thing we were grateful for. And I said two, my family and the rain. And I tell you, you know, as I drove home from, you know, Nemo that night, the traffic didn't bother me. The markets didn't bother me. And most importantly and improbably, my double chin didn't even bother me. Which is never, it always bothers me. Because that's what gratitude will do for you. I felt grateful. And I heard about gratitude from kids. And as we hold hands in the circle, you know, and we do it wherever we go after every program, you know, you look at these kids and they have a lot less to be grateful for than me. But they're always just as grateful or more grateful. So Matthew taught us that gratitude is the basic ingredient of all humility. And that gratitude circle we do at the end of every program was all his idea. So thanks for being earnest, Matthew. And thanks for reminding us and all the kids in our schools of the infinite possibilities of life. Here's a little video on Just Keep Living.
You just gotta keep living, man. L-I-V-I-N.
More than 20 years ago, Matthew McConaughey famously ad-libbed that line in the movie that would launch his career, a phrase that the young actor adopted off-camera as a way of coping with the loss of his father while making Dazed and Confused. Just keep living. 3 words that would go on to become Matthew's personal mantra, a guiding principle to focus on the joy of leading a positive life, just as his father had done, and encouraging others to do the same. In 2008, Matthew turned that idea of preaching positivity into action when he created the Just Keep Living Foundation, an after-school program designed to empower otherwise underserved students attending inner-city high schools.
I started doing drugs and I was 12 years old.
I was into marijuana, crystal, and ecstasy pills.
It's dangerous, it's South Central.
Matthew's mission was to give students just like these the tools to make healthy choices for a better future.
It's 2 times a week. It's 2 hours where the kids got a safe place to go.
Over the last 8 years, the Just Keep Livin' Foundation has been not just a safe place, but an agent of positive change for more than 10,000 kids across 3 states and the nation's capital, in Los Angeles, New Orleans, Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, and Washington, D.C.
Just Keep Living provides opportunities for young kids to get off the streets and do something healthy with their lives.
At JKL, healthy living starts with what else? Fitness and nutrition.
I'm running about 6 miles a day. I have lost 32 pounds so far.
But for so many of these students, finally tapping into their full potential, physical transformation is just the beginning.
When I work out, I tell myself, okay, do it again, 1 more set. And then when I'm in class, writing a paragraph, I get frustrated and I tell myself, just do it like, like you're working out, like just do it another paragraph, just do it again.
The second of 3 central pillars in the Just Keep Livin' programs is gratitude.
We started what we call a gratitude circle, where all the kids in the after-school curriculum get around and have to say one thing they're thankful for.
I'm thankful for my best friends that I've had for 5 years.
Being grateful for the positivity that Just Keep Livin' has infused into their own lives is in turn inspiring these kids to just keep giving. Around here, paying it forward is not just encouraged, it's expected.
We've been pushing these kids now into their own community service. So we're also saying, hey, you're accountable. Let's get you out in the community and you start giving back.
Today, 94% of JKL students are more engaged in community service than they were before. And that's just one in a long list of impressive bragging rights. 90% of participating students improved school attendance. 92% improved their grades. 96% get more exercise. If you ask us, results like those are anything but just. Matthew, thanks to you and everyone involved with the JKL Foundation, these kids are most definitely living.
It makes me feel like I can do anything as long as I put my mind to it.